present, or future, the City of Dillon has a rich heritage. Join us now for Down Home Dillon, where we will focus on our history, present accomplishments, and the future of our great city. Welcome to Down Home Dillon.
Good afternoon. Welcome to Down Home Dillon. I'm your host, Todd Davis, along with a special guest, Miss Bridget Thornton. Hey, Bridget.
Hi, Todd. How are you doing today?
Good. It's been a while since I've seen you. Good to see you again.
Thank you.
I'm going to come back to Bridget in a moment, but she is Dillon's downtown Main Street coordinator. That's what I call her anyway. So she stays on top of things, and we're going to talk to her a little bit about that, probably on the second segment. First of all, I want to get to something that we did the show on last month that you saw, and we're going to remind you about it a little bit so you don't forget it and put it on your calendar, so you'll hang tight. We'll be right back in a moment.
Experience true Southern hospitality. Enjoy an unforgettable day of golf and warm up your game right here in your own backyard at the newly renovated City of Dillon Municipal Golf Course, formerly Twin Lakes. If you haven't shot around here recently, you should give it a try. With 18 holes for $18 every Thursday, value is in the bag. Memberships are available and no tee time required, but call ahead anyway. We'll get a cart ready for you.
All right, welcome back. Bridget, I know you know about this, and we had a program on it about 3 weeks ago with Bridget Elvington and Mary McDaniel, talking about the 9th annual City of Dillon Holiday Goodness Bazaar.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's coming up. For those, let me remind you, November the 16th, which is a Saturday from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. They'll also have the chili cook-off with the proceeds going to the Dillon County Humane Society. Don't get me started with the Humane Society. I support them beyond belief. I could go on all day about it, and I did it on the last segment. But that is Saturday the 16th at the Dillon Wellness Center, 9 to 3, the chili cook-off, live entertainment, something going on all day out there.
Yes, and I have. Yeah. I went last year, and it's supposed to be close to 50 vendors.
50 vendors, I hear. It's jam-packed.
Yes.
Jam-packed. So that's coming up. The chili cook-off will be from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m., and we usually have 15 to 16 teams out there. They'll have celebrity guests, people judging it. They'll be tired of chili after that. All the proceeds, again, going to the Dillon County Humane Society. Last year there were 13 teams, and that was kind of a low number because of the hurricane and everything. We were right after that hurricane that was still affecting us. So this year we think the number of teams will be up. But we want to thank all those that participate, because you probably got other things to do rather than go out on a Saturday and cook a bunch of chili out at the Wellness Center. But they do it for the people here to come out and have something to do, get out for lunch. So if you aren't doing anything that day, get out. I think they got carriage rides.
Yes.
Santa will be there.
Yes.
I'm missing something.
Arts, crafts.
Arts and crafts, you know. It's
locally sourced goods.
Just all kind of things going on. It's like I said, if you want to come in, it's before Thanksgiving. If you want to buy your dessert for Thanksgiving or whatever, go buy it, put it in the freezer, bring it back out, and be part of your Thanksgiving feast that year. Save yourself a little bit of time. I know that's what my mother did one year with some sort of cake she bought, or pie, but it was very good. So she didn't have to get up and bake it that Thanksgiving morning. But put that on your calendar. We look forward to seeing you there. And the proceeds, again, for the Dillon County Humane Society that helps guide those animals out there, and the volunteers that help the animals. You know, it's a sad thing out there to see, but it's such a great thing to see when the volunteers come together and help for such a great cause. We're going to get in some other things coming up down the road, so if you will be... we'll be right back in just a moment. We'll discuss those at the next segment.
Experience true Southern hospitality. Enjoy an unforgettable day of golf and warm up your game right here in your own backyard at the newly renovated City of Dillon Municipal Golf Course, formerly Twin Lakes. If you haven't shot around here recently, you should give it a try. With 18 holes for $18 every Thursday, value is in the bag. Memberships are available and no tea time required, but call ahead anyway. We'll get a cart ready for you.
Welcome back to Down Home Dillon as we're gearing up for the holiday season, Christmas season coming right around the corner, Bridget.
Yes.
And one of the things I want you to kind of lead me in on is the Christmas tree lighting.
Okay, so it's the exciting time of the year, downtown Dillon, and some of the events this year. We will have the annual Christmas tree lighting will be on Tuesday, December the 3rd at 6 p.m., 1 hour, 6 to 7. You could come out and enjoy the Dillon High School Choir. Also, Santa will be arriving this year. We don't know how he's coming in this year, but I'm sure he's going to make an entrance the same way he did on last year.
And his elf.
And boy, that was a big elf.
Big elf. Yeah, you'd love him though.
And then on Thursday of that same week, you could come downtown again and enjoy our annual Christmas parade. That lineup will be beginning at 4 o'clock, and the actual parade will start at 4:30. So great time to come downtown the first week of December. Lots of activities going on.
That's right. Back to the Christmas tree lighting. I got with Glenn 2 or 3 years ago. 3 years ago, I said, Glenn, we're probably the only city that doesn't do a Christmas tree lighting. And that's going to stop right there. So we ordered a Christmas tree, a 20-footer.
Yes.
I'm not going to tell you what it cost.
It's gorgeous.
It's just pretty beautiful.
Yeah.
It really is, but it cost a lot. It really is. It's very nice. And, we bought all the decorations for it, but you can use it every year.
Exactly.
Year after year. So in that regard, it's good. This will be the 3rd annual Christmas tree lighting. Mm-hmm. First year we went, it was the same time as the state championship football game.
Oh, wow.
The crowd was so-so. Last year it was packed.
Yes.
And nothing does more for your community than getting out and lighting the Christmas tree
That's
to kick
right.
off the season. I mean, it was a fantastic event last year. It doesn't take very long. Something else they do, they'll be serving hot chocolate and cookies
That's
out
right.
there that day.
Yes.
And the Dillon High School Chorus will be there.
Yes.
And it's just a fantastic 25, 30 minutes.
Family time.
Family time.
Yeah.
And I've had so many people tell me, we are so glad we have a Christmas tree lighting to kick off
Yes.
the season right
Yeah.
here on Main Street on the South Plaza where the water fountain is.
Yes.
So that's probably my favorite event out the entire season. So mark that on your calendar, December 3rd, Christmas
December
tree
3rd.
lighting out at the South Plaza where the water fountain is. Bring your children, it's for them.
Bring the whole family.
Bring the whole family.
Bring grandma.
It is. It gets everybody in the spirit. It really does. The first year, we made a picture because right around before we took the tree down, it snowed.
Oh, yeah.
So we got pictures with that tree with snow all over it, and we use that to highlight the event for future years down the road. But be there December 3rd. Now, you know more about, probably, I think it's the 13th annual Breakfast with Santa at the Wellness Center.
Actually, that's more of Bridget and
That's Bridget
Dawn
Delvey been doing that. But let's
at
go
the
ahead and tell the
Wellness.
people.
Yeah.
It's December 7th, 8:30 to 10 a.m. at the Wellness Center. It's Breakfast with Santa.
Breakfast with Santa.
And I think it's always been done in conjunction with the City of Dillon and the Dillon Kiwanis Club.
Okay.
In the past, it's been Dillon Kiwanis Club, which took a big part of that and made it much better than what it could be. I know in the past they cooked pancakes,
Yes.
had all the drinks. I don't know what else they had in addition to pancakes, but all the kids come out there. I think they bring a toy to get in.
And Santa's there too.
Santa's there with pictures.
Yeah,
So everybody
pictures,
takes the
yeah.
pictures with Santa that time. So bring your kids, your little babies or whatever, get their picture taken in a professional manner with Santa. Something that doesn't hardly cost any money at all. I believe if you bring a gift, everything's free. Well, no, it's not. Cost is $5 per person or unwrapped new toy per person. So
That's
there you
right.
go. There's your entrance.
Toy drive.
Toy drive. All money and toys given to a local charity. The City of Dillon and Kiwanis Club, like I said, will host an event, and of course Santa will be present. So we got a lot of things happening for the Christmas season coming up. The
Exactly.
parade, the Christmas tree lighting, breakfast with Santa. Just, we're talking about something on MacArthur Avenue, believe it or not. Somebody else is trying to maybe look into start. I know there's a theater event being prepared. Nothing like last year with that Scrooge event. That about wore me out. But it's going to be a smaller event to come on out. So we're going to open these things up for y'all to come, and that's just what we like to do.
That's right.
That's what
it's
we like to do.
about getting that foot traffic back downtown, getting people to socialize, and just come and spend time downtown.
Yeah, come on downtown. I mean, if you bring your camera through the Christmas tree lighting, because it looks like a picture setting.
It is.
And you can use that, make your Christmas card or what have you. It kind of takes you away, like one of them Hallmark movies. That's what it looks like out there. They do a fantastic job decorating that plaza. It really is. On those street lamps and everything is real nice. When we come back in just a moment, we're going to kind of get away from the holidays and talk a few moments about Main Street and where we are and where they're going. So we'll be right back in a moment.
Experience true Southern hospitality. Enjoy an unforgettable day of golf and warm up your game right here in your own backyard at the newly renovated City of Dillon Municipal Golf Course, formerly Twin Lakes. If you haven't shot around here recently, you should give it a try. With 18 holes for $18 every Thursday, value is in the bag. Memberships are available and no tee time required, but call ahead anyway. We'll get a cart ready for you.
Okay, we're back with Bridget. We're kind of getting away from talking about everything happening over the holiday Christmas season here, and y'all heard me in the past talk about Main Street. I'm going to get Bridget to kind of fill you in on what's going on downtown in Dillon on Main Street specifically.
Okay. So one of our newer campaigns that we're launching this quarter is One Building, One Block. And with that One Building, One Block campaign, we're concentrating on the 100 West Main Street block. That block in particular has 17 buildings, and of the 17 buildings, 12 of them were vacant when we originally began. Since then, I think we've had some recent purchases and investments, but we should have about 4 new businesses coming to that block within the next 60 days.
Well, yeah, and I know that west side of Main Street's been down.
Yes.
The other side, I know they're renovating 3 buildings. I know at least 4 if you included the florist. And I see the old pawn shop is being redone, so that's 5.
Yeah.
So ever since we started the grant program, which got cut this year, but the grant program, you see more activity.
Right.
The facade grants are going to stay. Mm-hmm. So we had more activity than we probably would have otherwise.
Right.
Back to the west side, personally, me and a couple other guys have bought 3 of those buildings, from the corner on the Prices to that blue building, that old shoe shop.
Okay.
And I can tell you, they in horrendous shape. I mean, sometimes you wonder what you got yourself into. But we're going to try and see where it goes, and probably try to do something like a spec building, like you would see out in the county, a spec building to entice somebody to come in. Well, we're going to kind of have spec buildings on Main Street.
Right.
And kind of I don't want to say a full remodel, but kind of like a sub remodel on it, and see where that goes, and let the person coming in or the business decide how they want to take it from there to suit their own needs.
So I know that building in particular, Ty, has a lot of history in it.
Oh, I think it's the oldest building on Main.
It's one of them, yes.
Yeah.
So are y'all going to try to work to keep some of that historic features intact?
Yeah, we're trying to apply for the tax credits through the state archives, and it's got an old elevator in it. I think one of the oldest on the East Coast, one of those hand-drawn elevators that still works.
That could become a tourist event in itself.
We're going to try to keep that. It's just a beautiful building from an architecture standpoint. It was there in business prior to 1900.
Right.
In fact, I got some old receipts to the Dillon hardware that was dated in 1904.
Wow.
That are still in great shape.
Wow.
They used to apply for your driver's license there.
Wow.
It used to be a place where there was a funeral home upstairs.
Oh my gosh.
You bought coal there. It was a general store where you did everything.
Okay.
And kind of like the hub of the city in the day, right across from the railroad
From the
track.
depot.
Yeah, from the depot. And it was a livery stable. The other
Right.
building side, it was a livery stable. And occasionally, if you go down behind the baseboards, you can still find an old horseshoe.
Wow.
So, a lot of history.
It's a treasure hunt while you're
Yeah,
going to rehab.
It is. But the goal is to try to make Main Street kind of look like MacArthur Avenue, where people went in and you have an existing business. They fix the buildings up. I've always said it. I keep saying it every year. There's nowhere to go but up. Nowhere to go but up on it. But Bridget's done a great job trying to bring incentives for the business owners and the property owners to fix them up, where
Yeah.
they wouldn't know otherwise. Now, you were telling me something about one block at a time. That's kind of what you're
One
you're
building,
talking
one
about.
block. So
building, one
in
block.
that same block that you're speaking about, that's where we have the most activity going on right now. And I think it is important to note that in those properties, each of those property owners have applied and are receiving facade grants. So, you
Yeah.
know, they could reconstruct the exterior of the building, still trying to preserve the historical and the architectural elements of the building, but, you know, bringing them up to current so that so that they'll be attractive and people actually want to come into the building.
Yeah, bring them up to code. They are nowhere near the code. And you're right. The facade grants, we're going to hold off because we're going to see what we're going to do on the outside of the building. We probably don't have enough time, but they renew again, I think, in June.
That's
on
right.
The fiscal year, the city's
Right.
annual budget. So you'll continue to see scaffolding out front on these buildings. More to come. I've always said, you get a nice catalyst, a nice restaurant will lead to other things.
Exactly.
And there are some people now putting money into it, and some serious money into these buildings. And parking's being looked at. I think parking parking's never overrated, but I think people downplay the parking in Dillon a little more than they should. It's not as big a deal, in my opinion. It can always be better, but you don't have parallel parking in the city.
I think our parking is decent.
Yeah, I think it's decent. They're going to work on it a little bit, but there's other places you can park, and we'll see where that goes. But Bridget, anything else you want to add?
Well, right now, that's the main campaign that we're launching is the One Building, One Block. Shortly thereafter, you will be hearing about our destination downtown Dillon, Keep in the Loop. We also wanted to mention that we did just receive Economic Development Hometown Grant from the Municipal Association in the amount of $25,000. And that grant will be used to help us create a downtown master plan. So next year, early January, we'll be starting our downtown master planning, which involves the entire community. If you want to come out and have a say about what's happening and how to make our downtown take shape, please come out to one of the community forums. That's where you get to speak your piece in the planning phase, and then those ideas can be incorporated into the actual plan once it's ready. So that process should take about 9 months.
Okay.
And so from start to finish, we'll be engaging with the community, engaging with the business owners downtown, engaging with local stakeholders. So it's an exciting time in downtown Dillon.
All right. Well, Bridget, pleasure having you.
Thank you.
This will probably be the last show this year. Today is November the 5th. I know it'll run through Thanksgiving, the 1st of December. We could come back, have one for the next year in late December. But until then, enjoy your Thanksgiving. Have a Merry, Merry Christmas. And hope you have a great one. Well, Bridget, with that said, we'll see you soon.
That's right.
All right. Thank you
Downtown
so
Dillon.
much. See you next time on Down Home Dillon.